Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Listen to Steve Harvey. Listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. I know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Yeah, man. Boy, God has been good to me. Man, I can't really count it all. You can't either. You know, it's all in perspective. You really can't count all that God has done for you. If you look at every little thing, it's unbelievable the things he's done for us. How many times, you know, we got through something without even talking to him about it. He just blessed us with it. How many? You know, it's just, it's so much. That the fact that you wake up in the morning, the fact that you still have a place to stay, the fact that, you know, maybe struggling out here, but guess what? You still going to work. You know, you living check to check, but you're making it all. You got all the plates spinning, you know. It's hard. You got a lot of plates spinning, but you keep them up there somehow. Every now and then one break, but he put two more back up there that look a little bit better, and you got to get to spinning them. So it all works. And then you got a lot of people who just can't seem to mentally put it together as to, you know, why their life isn't in the position that they want it to be. We talk about this oftentimes, but I want to try another angle with you today. You know, maybe it's you. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe it's you. Maybe it's no external force that's at fault like you keep making the excuse to be. You know, so many people I hear, well, if this hadn't have done this, if he hadn't have done that, if she hadn't have done that, I would have been further along. I wasted all my time, my years with this man, and he did this, and I could have been here, and I could have been there. And this woman, she did this to me, and if she hadn't have done that, I could have been here, and I could have been there. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's not really that external force that you keep making it out to be. See, I've done this to myself before. Once again, I'm talking to you about something I know about. I've done this to myself before. I've had the reason I wasn't where I wanted to be. I had it figured out as some external force. I had worked it out in my mind. Clearly, it wasn't me. Because if so-and-so, or if this hadn't happened, and if they hadn't have done this, I would have been further along up the road. That's what I was saying. But hold on, man. Boy, I learned a valuable lesson, man. See, if you don't ever let it go, it's going to be hard for you to go. If you don't ever let it go, it's going to be hard for you to go. I was listening to Bishop T.D. Jakes one day, and I heard him say, you can't drive your car if you gonna keep looking in the rearview mirror. You go outside and try that. Try to drive your car, but keep your eye in the rearview mirror. All you looking at is where you been. All you looking at in that rearview mirror is where you passed or should have passed, something you should have moved on from. All you doing is looking in that rearview mirror at what happened back there. If you don't stop looking in the rearview mirror, you're going to crash your car over and over and over again. Or you got to slow it down so bad in order for you to keep looking in that rearview mirror. If you don't learn to let it go, it's going to be hard for you to go forward because you keep reviewing the past. The past is the past. And I know it's hard. Man, I watched a show and this lady said, well, I just can't ever forgive them for that. Well, guess what? Guess what? God may have already forgiven that person. That person may be extremely remorseful, could have gone to God and gotten forgiveness for it years ago. But you sit here and you keep hanging on to the past. I can't ever forgive that. Then I heard Bishop Jakes come on the show one time and say something that really, really struck home. You keep drinking the poison, waiting on your enemy to die. He said that, I just shook my head and went, wow. You drinking the poison, waiting on your enemy to die. Revenge is poison to you. You know, if hatred is poison to you, unforgivingness, when you won't forgive a person, that person could be going on with their life, made to right with God, don't know how you feeling, they skipping through life. Now, you make adjustments every time you see them, and it takes energy, man. It takes so much energy to hate. It takes so much energy not to forgive. Now they come in the room, you got to avoid them, stay over here. Here they come now. You got to make a situation over here. They come into the house, it's family reunion. Here they come. Where they going to be, in the basement? I'm going up here on the third floor. I want to go out here and get some barbecue. She out there at the barbecue stand. Oh, Lord, I don't want no barbecue. I just eat this potato salad. People, man, take themselves all out of position trying to make adjustments when it would simplify your life if you would just let it go. Maybe you ain't where you need to be because of them external forces altogether. Maybe you're not where you need to be because of you. Because you won't let it go. You won't move forward. Look at this, ladies. Let's say you've been in a situation with a man for years. It didn't work out for whatever the reason. I got what you say he did. I got what he did. I got all of that, yada, yada, yada. When you get through, did not God get you through it? Did not he allow you to survive it? I got you been a little bit bruised, but did he not get you through it? So now that he's freed you from it, now he done went on, he got a whole nother family over there somewhere. Now he trying to make it right because maybe he learned the mistake he made and now he trying to be a better man. He just trying to get it right now. But you sitting there holding on to it. You drinking the poison, waiting on your enemy to die. So now instead of you enjoying the blessing of finally being free from a situation that was not healthy for you, you create an even more unhealthy situation in your mind by hating, by having revengeful thoughts, by hoping he fall on his face. Maybe you even doing something to the other situation to make sure they struggle. Oh, man, you drinking the poison, waiting on your enemy to die. Maybe you ain't where you ought to be in life, not because of your external forces, but maybe it's you. You know, I had to catch myself. You know, I've said 1,000 times, if you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. Maybe you need to change a business practice. Maybe it's the way you've been doing a certain thing. You just got to let that go. Because if you let it go, it frees you up to go. It's hard to get to the next level with all that baggage.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your boy, Nephew Tommy. You have stepped into the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Uncle Steve is out, but the nephew is in, holding it down with two of my compadres, the one and only, the beautiful, the legend, the best voice in radio. She is here, Shirley Strawberry.
Hey, nephew. What's up?
What it do, Shirley? I'm back up in here, Shirley. I'm back up in here.
I hear you.
I'm
you.
right back up in here. All right? Junior boy is in the building.
Man, you got to come back to work, man. I can't be you every Monday.
Okay.
Where is you at?
Oh, yeah.
I'm here. You know what? I'm starting to like Tuesdays through Friday. I'm starting to
No,
like that.
I'm you every Monday.
I
Yeah.
understand.
You ain't got no problem with that?
No. Why? Why should I?
This boy stupid for real. Okay.
Yes.
Do this
Why
one
should I?
thing for me, Junior.
I done perfected it. Man, I've been doing so many. I done perfected it.
Yeah, he's getting requests now, Tommy.
Stupidity.
Hey, but listen, you know why your uncle is out, right?
He's celebrating something. What
Yeah,
is he
he's still
celebrating?
celebrating his 13th wedding
anniversary. Yeah, man.
So he
He's
can't
got
come to
13.
work because this number 13? That's what this
Exactly.
about?
Exactly.
Okay, man.
Exactly.
But you also know what this is.
Oh, yes.
What's this?
What is today?
What's
You
that?
gotta
Tell us.
do it like this now. Junior, can you get
Are you,
Oh,
do you
Michael.
need a doctor?
You talking about Michael Jackson?
need a doctor?
I don't know how Mike do that and keep going.
There you go.
There it is.
And my
That's what it
favorite, come on.
Come on.
No, that ain't it, y'all. I'ma say it on the side of Michael's house. I'ma say it on the side
Man.
of Michael's house. I'ma say it on the side of Michael's house. I'ma say it on the side of Michael's house.
That is
That's
not
it right there,
what
baby.
they're saying. That's
telling
not
you.
what they're saying. We tell you that all the time.
I think
Tommy.
it's great that Tommy figured it out because I think that's what they saying. Because I listened, I said, that's what they saying.
If we play it right now, you can't tell me they not saying, I'ma say it on the side of Michael's house.
Yeah.
It's his house, and they was standing on the side of it, and that's what happened.
People was peeking around the corner.
Yes, they was peeking around the corner. They say, I'm going to say it on the side of Michael's house. But we are celebrating the death of the legend, the one and only Michael Jackson, the king of pop.
Yeah, well, it's
many
the
years?
10th anniversary. 10th anniversary.
10.
Yeah, of the death of Michael Jackson. Now, his fans, Tommy, are still mourning him. This is a decade, as I mentioned. They say their love for the star has not diminished by resurfaced allegations of child sexual abuse. Jackson vehemently denied all allegations, and his estate has dismissed the Leaving Neverland film as an attempt to cash in on the singer's legacy. Yeah. His star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame still attracts a steady stream of tourists. And on the eve of the anniversary of his death, fans were lining up to have their picture taken with it. So
king
his
of
fans
pop,
are
hey.
his
King of pop,
fans.
man.
Yeah.
That's right. It's not
Yeah.
going to stop. And they still playing his music worldwide.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
You knocked me off of my feet now, babe. Boy, you can't tell me you ain't get that. Boy, that was my video. Ah.
I think Billie Jean was mine. I think Billie Jean
Oh,
was
man.
mine.
Yeah, that
You
was...
ain't bad. You ain't bad.
All right, guys, coming up at 32 after the hour, we're going to talk about, oh, my God, Tyler Perry's inspirational acceptance speech from the BET Awards. It was so powerful. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, so this is trending. Sunday night at the BET Awards. Great award Sunday night, by
It
the way.
was.
Yeah, Regina Hall did her thing. But let me tell you this. Miss Beautiful, outstanding Taraji P. Henson presented Tyler Perry with the Ultimate Icon Award, and it was so fitting for him. In his acceptance speech, he spoke about self-sufficiency and ownership. And here's what he had to say about the piece of land where his massive Tyler Perry studios are located in Atlanta.
The studio was once a Confederate Army base, and I want you to hear this, which meant that there was Confederate soldiers on that base plotting and planning on how to keep 3.9 million Negroes enslaved. Now that land is owned by one Negro.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm
T-Pain.
telling you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Owned by
his speech.
one
Yes.
Negro.
Yes.
And Shirley Jr.,
Yeah.
let me tell y'all something. I have been on that land.
Me too,
I
Yeah,
was-
I've been there, man.
I was fortunate enough to be in the show Boo, which is the Halloween
Yeah.
film that he had. And, man, to see all this property, I had no idea the history of it. But let me tell you something. Tyler has a incredible piece of property that is doing everything for film and television.
He does.
And if you go over there and visit that, you remember, Shirley, we were invited to go out.
Yeah,
to the,
I remember exactly.
No, I went out there when they was building it.
I was in Medea Goes to Jail, but my part got cut out. But I still get my residual checks. They're down to like $12 now.
They rolling in.
Shirley, you was in the jail. Where was you at?
They came to the studio and filmed Steve and I.
Ah, okay, okay. Well, I was in Boo, and man, Tyler is just remarkable, man.
Yes,
when you watch Tyler at work, and we see the finished product, but when you actually get to see Tyler at work, and I mean, go in this trailer, put on this actual character, come out, do it, go back in there, put another one on, come back out, stand in this place that was next to the other character, and you're like, oh my God. And he goes back and forth 3-4 times. And then at the end of it, he's like, wow, I just saw him do 4 people standing in the same circle, talking to each other, talking to himself.
Tommy.
At one time.
That's why he won the Ultimate Icon Award last night.
And he deserves it.
Yes, he does.
He deserves it.
Yes, he does. And his speech was powerful. He's still encouraging people, edifying them, uplifting them, loving them, and employing them. Yeah. You know, I loved what people like Cicely Tyson and people like that were talking about, how he gives black women work in this industry where they may not have gotten it before, especially if you're older and, people may have forgotten about you. He was like, we haven't forgotten you.
Right.
We haven't forgotten you.
We still know exactly who you are, and you're still relevant today.
Right. He talked about creating his own seat at the table, which essentially is how he's able to give our black actors roles in hit movies. Check out what Tyler said. Check this out.
While everybody was fighting for a seat at the table, talking about Oscar so white, I said, y'all go ahead and do that. But while you fighting for a seat at the table, I'll be down in Atlanta building my own. Because what I know for sure is that if I could just build this table, God would prepare it for me in the presence of my enemies.
You better preach, Tyler Perry.
Yes, sir, TP. Yes, sir.
That was biblical right there.
Tyler has given a lot of people some work, man. I am one of them and glad to be one of them. Thank you, Mr. Tyler Perry.
Yes. We need more like him. And that's what he's trying to create with telling people to own, talking about ownership and things like that. He's also partnered with BET. That's so exciting. BET Viacom to launch BET Plus this fall. He was really excited to tell the audience about that. It's a streaming service that will showcase new original shows and a giant library of popular black movies. Hello. Thank you, Mr. Tyler Perry. Yeah.
Tyler, I'm over here. I'm sitting right here, right where you left me last time. Yeah. Come on back round. I'm sitting right here.
Tyler, I swear to God, if you look over to his shoulder, you'll see me.
Yeah.
Me and Tommy sitting right in, TP.
Matter of fact, it's a sitcom waiting to happen. Junior and Tommy. Come on, Tommy.
Come on, we just do the sitcom.
But you know what he said, guys? You got to come in and audition. You know he said that.
We go.
Remember when that lady put the billboard up and he got a little flack because of his reaction to that? He was just simply telling her that's not the way to do it. He appreciated it, but you got to go in and audition.
Me and Tommy going in and audition.
But the name of the show is Junior and Tommy. Why are we going to audition to play ourselves? I'm not auditioning to play Tommy.
Shut up, Tommy. We going to have to. You heard the man.
That's what he said.
Sit right there. That's why we ain't going to get the show. Right there.
If Tyler say so, we're gone in there.
Oh, you and your ego.
Well, that's what he said.
God,
but who's going to beat me being me, though?
If we don't get the roles, we EPs.
Wait, hold up. Did you hear what he said? Who's going to beat him being him? Yes. Junior, if he's not beating you, he's a real close second.
I'm telling you, man. Let me tell you something. If you not gonna play you, then dog.
You're the best person for it, Junior.
Let me play you, you play me, and we still keep the job.
For example.
I can't get my voice that high to play you.
But he can do you,
I do you all day. Huh? Here I is. What? Huh?
You sound just like him.
Tyler Perry. Huh? Stupidity is in town. Come on now. Here I is. Huh? King of praise.
Junior and Tommy starring Junior in both roles.
Then I go back in the trailer, come back out as me.
Okay, let me see you do the theater side. Go ahead.
Huh? Theater timing.
Yeah.
Oh, this you, dog. This is what I love when you do Boys in the Hood. When you do Boys. I know why you ain't come by the crib last night.
You got him down, Junior.
Talking about living in a violent world. They ain't say nothing about my brother. Either they don't know, don't show, or care about what's going on in the hood. Hey, Joe.
Uh-oh.
You still got one brother left, man?
All right, thank you, Junior S. Junior doing Tommy. That was greatness. All right, coming up, it is the nephew. He is in the building. Or is it Junior? We don't know. Run that prank back.
Know.
Yeah, coming up at
He
44 after
he
the
gonna
hour.
be his job.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann will be here with national news. And in entertainment news, T.I.'s Entourage allegedly jumped Floyd Mayweather's DJ in L.A. And our favorite couple, Michelle and Barack Obama, are living their best lives. They're all over Europe. But right now, we're going to run that prank back with the nephew. What you got, nephew?
The postman always rings twice.
I said it just like that yesterday.
Yes, you did.
I said it exactly like that.
Let me hear you do it.
The postman always rings twice. I said the exact same way.
I thought it was Tommy.
I tell you. no.
Shirley, stop.
But Tommy's mouth wasn't moving, and yours was.
I was.
That's the only thing that gave it away.
I'm going to try it again. The postman always rings twice.
Dang,
Right.
Junior.
I'm good, ain't I? I'm telling you, I make it sound just
Dang,
like
Junior,
it.
you sounded just like him
I'm
that
telling you,
time.
He gonna make
I'm not
around be out
hearing
of
this.
work.
I'm not
That
hearing
ain't gonna
this.
happen.
Running cat. I'm not hearing this with y'all. Let's go. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Carlos.
This is? Who this?
My name Benny, man, Benny Phipps. Hey, you, I want to make sure I got the right person. You work for the post office, right?
Yeah?
Okay. Do you deliver mail off of Murphy Road?
Sometime, yeah.
Okay. I live in. First of all, I wanted to make sure I had the right postman. Now, it's been brought to my attention that there's a postman that has been stopping by my house, and what I'm not understanding is why are you bringing mail to my door opposed to just putting mail in the mailboxes on the street where everybody got their mailboxes at?
What do you say? You say it again?
I live at Murphy Road.
Murphy Road. Yeah, I deliver over there. But you say delivering packages at your house?
No, I said you've been bringing mail to my house and opposed. Here's what I'm trying to tell you, Carlos. My wife is at home all day. She don't work.
Mm-hmm.
And my understanding is you've been stopping by there on more than one occasion on a daily basis. You coming by there 2-3 times, but what I'm understanding, there ain't no mail being brought over there. I'm trying to figure out what are you doing at my house. Now, what really done brought all this to a head, because you already know what's going on. Let me go on and let you know that, Carlos. I do know what's going on. I picked up the clothes from the cleaners this morning, and to my attention, it's a man's post office shirt in my package.
What color was it?
It's blue, light blue.
I got a blue one.
Okay, but explain this to me. How your shirt get in my house?
Do it have my name on it? Because that could be anybody's shirt.
Okay, so hold on. What you trying to say? Is more postmen stopping by my house?
Yeah, man. Sometimes, we do have different guys in that neighborhood, because I really
Here's my problem, man. My problem is this: is that my wife is at home all day, every day, and my understanding is that you stopping by there bringing more than just mail.
First of all, dog. You can call the 1-800 number, because how did you get my number, dude?
Hey, I don't worry about that. I find ways. How you get my address that you stopping by there every morning? Huh?
I just deliver what they give me to deliver, and dude, I put the mail in a box, and this is a package I don't get out.
Excuse me?
I don't, dude. That wasn't me, dude. I go
to the cleaners this morning and pick up clothes, and it is a post office shirt in there that evidently belonged to a man. That's got to be. It must be yours.
That's none of mine, man. That's not mine. I have all mine over here.
Okay. I'll tell you what. This is what we're gonna do, Carlos. Because Carlos, see what? Let me tell you something. I know you're lying. See, and what you're doing is you're delivering more than mail at my house, and I know it, Carlos. You understand me? So listen.
That's not me, dude.
Excuse me?
That's not me. It can't be me.
Hey, let me tell you something. When you come on Murphy Road tomorrow, okay, I'm gonna be out there at the mailboxes waiting on you.
For what? For what?
Because me and you going to handle this problem that we got tomorrow morning when you bring the mail. So when you bring the mail, bring your too. Okay, Carlos?
Hey, hold on. You threatening me?
I'm telling you, when you bring the mail, bring your too.
Dude, I didn't come at you like that. You ain't got to come at me like that. Dude.
Hey, man, you came up in my house, and I know you was in my house.
I told you that wasn't me, man.
Post office shirt in my house.
Dude, that was not me. I don't know where you live. I don't know who the you are, but you threatening me, dude.
Hey, man, I'll see you in the morning at the mailbox. Bring your Carlos.
I'm off tomorrow, but I will come to your house with plain clothes on and whoop your
What you say?
You want to with me?
Hey,
It's on. Where you Murphy Road. I will be there.
Murphy Road. Bring your because what you're not going to keep doing is running up in my house while I'm out at work trying to earn a living for my family, and you up in my house laying up, and you're leaving your clothes. I found some mace in there. I guess that's what you use when you spray on them dogs. I found that, too.
I'm going to bring some extra mace. I'm going to spray your with that mace. I'm going to knock your out.
So you, I check in the morning at the mailbox, Carlos.
I can't wait till tomorrow.
Excuse me?
It's a I told you, I wasn't the one, but if you want to with me, wrong. For real.
Okay, cool.
I don't give a
Will I see you tomorrow then? Will I see you tomorrow?
It's on. It's whatever. Hey, you threatening me and all that, but I tell you what, I will come over there in some plain clothes and whoop your because you're not going to make me lose my job, dog.
Okay.
That's my job.
Whatever it's got to be. I don't care if you're in the post office uniform. I don't give a damn if you're in your pajamas, Carlos. But when you come to that mailbox and I find you out there by the mailboxes, that's your man, because I know you've been in my house, Carlos.
I'm telling you, I'm there.
Okay, so be it then. So be it. I got one more thing else I want to tell you before you get there.
Tell me what? You already called me.
Well, is you listening to me?
Yeah.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your co-worker.
Oh, you. You. Ain't this a... Ain't this a... Oh, I'm going to get that tomorrow.
Carlos, you all right, man?
Dude, I'm driving. Pull over to the side of the road. I'm hanging out the truck. I'm about to go crazy. I'm on my way to your house right now. I was on my way to your house. I just got off of work. Damn, I will get him.
Oh, man. Hey, I got one more thing to ask you, man. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Radio Show. No doubt, all the way.
That's a bit much there, wasn't it?
Oh, man,
No.
Tommy.
You
That's
don't
what
be
pranking
nervous or nothing. You don't think nobody be looking for you? Or...
Oh, I didn't have people run up on me, Junior. I didn't have people run up on me.
What did that guy say that one time to you? Were you in Starbucks or something? When a guy came up to you?
the grocery store?
You don't remember that, Shirley?
Yeah. But I thought you had another incident. But hurry up. We're running out of time.
Yeah, but anyway, we was in the grocery store and I'm at the deli and the dude said, "Hey, you Tommy, you really is stupid." Ain't you? I said, "Hold up, man." When I got through cussing this dude out, I cleared the whole deli. I had lost it for about 15 seconds. I mean, completely lost it for 15 seconds. That's when I had Uncle Steve told me, "Hey, man, your ass got to quit tripping."
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news and a national news update with Miss Ann Tripp right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So word on the street is that Floyd Mayweather's DJ, Jay Bling, was jumped Sunday night by T.I. and his entourage in L.A. Apparently, Jay Bling, this is crazy, right? Jay Bling was hanging out at a restaurant in West Hollywood because, everyone was in town for the BET experience and for the BET Awards. Anyway, he was hanging out at a restaurant in West Hollywood when he was approached by T.I., and they had a brief conversation. Then when Jay Bling went into the bathroom, 5 or 6 men from T.I.'s entourage followed him into the restroom and jumped him. Jay Bling was not seriously injured. He walked away with a few scratches, but he did accuse T.I.'s entourage of stealing his 5 chains, each worth $4,000. Now, this could have stemmed from some crazy comments Jay Bling.
$20,000.
That's $20,000.
That's $20,000. That's too much on your neck, but go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I'm sure T.I. probably had it in his wallet, though, right? Anyway, T.I.'s entourage, he accused him of stealing each of his chains for $4,000. This could have stemmed from some crazy comments Jay Bling made back in February on Instagram Live about how T.I.'s wife, Tani, was his first light-skinned crush back when she was a member of the group Escape. That could have been what set T.I. off. Could have been.
No, that ain't what it is.
What do you think it was?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. When they saw Jay Bling had on them Gucci sneakers, and that right there is the reason why he got his ass whooped. T.I. done told y'all gonna quit wearing these Gucci until we get through with this boycott.
But,
I done told you. What?
I thought the boycott was over. I know T.I. is our leader.
Say it was
I know T.I. is our leader.
I have made an announcement saying that the
he
Gucci
ain't made
thing
no
was
announcement.
Over. Okay? I have left mine in my closet. You have to wait till T.I. makes the announcement that we are no longer wearing Gucci. But now Jay Bling think he can go to the BT Awards, kick it afterwards, have dinner with the GGs on his sneakers. That'll get your ass whooped in the bathroom.
Yeah. T.I. is our leader, and we don't move until he says move.
I don't go against nothing T say.
Haven't worn Gucci since.
I ain't never owned none, but the fact I'm saying is I haven't gone against it. I have actually walked in Neiman Marcus, knocked Gucci shoes off of the display because Tip told me we can't wear none.
That's right.
I walked right on in there. I made a stop before I went to Dillard's where I normally go. I walked right in Neiman Marcus. Get these shoes down, you heard Tip. You're not wearing these, but I'll be back when it's over, though.
Ooh, I hope Nike don't make him mad. We all in trouble.
Man, I'm in trouble. If you boycott Nike, man, my Air Force One. Oh no, I'm gonna have a problem.
And I work out in Adidas, so my Adidas.
Yeah,
so,
come on now.
I'm Adidas all day.
I think that's what happened. Though. I'm with Tommy. He had them GGs on his feet.
He had them G's on, boy.
And the watch and his shirt. And it probably wasn't them chains had GGs on it, and they not having that. Now T.I., that's my dude. Good brother, man. He don't even act like that unless you disrespecting what he said now.
That's
he
right.
told us we ain't wearing GG. Wear it now.
Yeah, so it had nothing to do with his wife.
Let me tell you something, Shirley.
Okay,
I took some GGs.
I love Tiny, too.
I took GGs off a baby. You hear me? I don't care.
I don't care for this.
I don't care if he's 3. The boycott is existing right now. I don't care if he's 3.
We don't discriminate with age.
Baby left with some flip-flops.
Look, I know a girl named Gigi that worked for Wendy Raquel Robinson. I don't even call her name no more.
Yeah, we not
I say,
playing.
hey, you. I can't call you Gigi.
Wow. All right, well, listen. You guys are crazy.
What?
That's what happened, though.
Funny.
That's what happened.
All right, well, listen, we're going to go to some national news with Miss Ann, okay? Tommy, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, with national news, we have the one and only Miss Ann Tripp.
Thanks, Tommy. Thanks, everybody. Good morning, everybody. This is Ann Tripp with the news. In Washington, 9/11 first responders scheduled to meet personally today with the leader of the U.S. Senate with the aim of getting full and permanent funding of their health care and disability package, or the Victims' Compensation Fund. The group is to sit down with Republican Mitch McConnell. That's the guy who said just last week that he didn't understand why comedian and activist Jon Stewart was, quote, so bent out of shape over the situation. U.S. Treasury Department says, get this, it's conducting an investigation into the circumstances leading to the announced delay in the production of the new $20 bill that was supposed to bear the likeness of Harriet Tubman. In a letter to Senator Chuck Schumer, the acting Inspector General Rich Delmar says the probe is going to be included in a larger examination of the Bureau of Engraving and Printing's management practices for projects already in the works. In 2016, you may remember the Treasury Department announced that Andrew Jackson's picture on the $20 bill was going to be replaced by Harriet Tubman's for the year 2020, making Miss Tubman the first woman on a U.S. bill since Martha Washington and the first black person, period. However, last month, Donald Trump's Treasury Secretary, Steve Mnuchin, announced that new bills would not be out until at least 2028 when they're way out of office. A U.S. District Court judge in Maryland says new evidence paints a disturbing picture of the motive behind the Trump administration's insistence on asking everybody in the country about their citizenship on the 2020 census. The judge ruled last week that there was enough evidence to warrant the reopening of the case, with a focus on whether the citizenship question is actually a violation of minority rights. The judge cites newly discovered emails apparently showing that the question is intended to discriminate. President Trump signed an executive order aimed at increasing price transparency in healthcare. Trump's calling on the Department of Health and Human Services to develop rules allowing patients to see healthcare prices up front.
With this order, hospitals will be required to publish prices that reflect what people actually pay for services. More price transparency will mean more competition.
And Trump insists that the competition means that the cost of health care will then go way, way, way down. By the way, the president signed an executive order imposing new sanctions on Iran, as well as several specific Iranians. The folks at Treasury say first they're going to go after the Supreme Leader's office and later the foreign minister. The sanctions aimed at bringing Iran into the negotiation table. Secretary Steve Mnuchin says they're serious.
For people who say these are just symbolic, that's not the case at all. We've literally locked up tens and tens of billions of dollars. These sanctions will come along with additional entities where people are hiding money. So, no, these sanctions are highly effective.
And finally, today is what it is, right, Janet? That's the way a lot of stuff goes. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, it seems that 0 is a lucky number in North Carolina. North Carolina State Lottery had 2,000 winners this past Saturday night, and they all picked the same numbers in the Pick 4 game. Guess what all 2,000 winners picked?
I saw that, Shirley.
This is crazy, right?
I saw that story.
It's another crazy story.
What?
0, 0, 0.
4? I mean, 3 or 4?
4 0.
0, 0, 0, 0.
4 0.
Pick
dog.
4. Yeah.
Pick 4.
You can pick the same. I didn't know you could pick the same number.
Well, a $7.8 million jackpot was up for grabs when the seemingly impossible number combination was drawn.
Damn.
1,000 winning tickets that were purchased at $1 will pay $5,000. The other 1,000 tickets were sold for 50 cents. They'll pay $2,500.
That ain't bad for 50 cents.
That's crazy.
But
I love this story.
You know how mad I'd be? I had 0 0 0 0 and then 1,999 other people picked the same.
Yeah.
Man, that's $78 million. You thought that's yours.
Yeah.
Then everybody comes in with the same exact number.
That's when you want, when everybody come get their money, you want to line them up and slap everybody.
Yeah.
Damn it, pick another
Pick
number.
Pick your own number. Where your birthday at?
Well, then, when you guys pick numbers, do you play just $1 or do you buy more than $1?
Oh, no, I usually do like 10, but I do quick picks.
Yeah.
I
But
do
see,
quick
my
picks.
problem is I do like $100 at one time.
Really?
You know, in a whole bunch of quick picks. Yeah,
Well,
all
it would
quick
depend on
picks.
how much it is, Shirley. If it's like a really big jackpot, yeah, I do a couple $100.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think I've ever in life spent over like $5.
Well, Shirley, let's just say we talking about
Yeah,
200
yeah.
million that's on the big billboard when you
I
pass by
don't
going to work.
care.
You know, it's like you can't spend 100
Okay, I
to
tell
try
you
to
what,
get
I
that.
don't
When I
care
win,
because if I
Shirley,
lose
when
my
I win-
$100, Tommy, if I lose, I'm going to be so upset.
Well, I tell
Shirley,
you
you
what,
buy red bottoms. What is we talking about?
Yeah, but that's a different kind of gamble. That has to do with corns and bunions, okay?
what do you do, Shirley? That's just, do you do anything? Nothing?
Shirley
is
will shop
excessive?
till she dropped
What?
now.
That's it? Just shopping?
Yeah, I used to shop. I don't even shop as much as I used to. But I
Junior,
shop
you
a lot.
never
I do
been
shop a lot.
shopping with Shirley?
Oh, no.
How is it that
Junior.
I've been shopping with everyone on the show
Yeah,
but you, Junior?
we never went.
Yeah,
No.
okay.
Oh,
We have to
Junior,
make a
this is
date of
an
that.
experience, boy. This is like a ride at the amusement park. You don't understand. When she walks in, whether it's Saks or Neiman's or Nordstrom's, whatever it is, as soon as she walks in the door, people are saying, "Morning, Miss Shirley." Hi, Miss Shirley.
Everybody
Miss
know.
Shirley, how you
Really?
doing, Miss Shirley? Miss Shirley, we got those shoes in, Miss Shirley. Miss Shirley, listen, it finally arrived. I'm talking about no matter where you go, there are boxes that have arrived from overseas for Shirley.
Really putting a lot on.
Are you serious, Shirley?
Huh?
And you won't play the lotto?
I told you I play it sometimes, like for $5. But that's it. All right, coming up at 34 after the hour, I have a bizarre and tragic story out of Houston. Wait till you guys hear this right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Tommy Jr., this is a story out of your hometown, okay? A 26-year-old Houston mother has been charged with criminally negligent homicide after police say she ran over her 3-year-old son during a game of chicken.
What?
What?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
What?
This is so sad. I hate to even do this story. Surveillance video from June 11th shows Lexus Stagg backing up her 2006 Lincoln Navigator as her 3 children chased after it. She then switched gears and drove forward, striking her 3-year-old son and trapping him under the right front tire. Stagg then continued to drive forward and ran over the
my
child
God.
again with the right with the back right tire.
What is
this about?
What's wrong with her? She drunk? She what? She
Houston
high?
police responded to the scene, and paramedics took the boy to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Stagg, who police said showed no signs of visible intoxication. She was arrested and will face up to 10 years in prison if she is convicted. Her 2 other children have been placed with family members.
Wow.
What?
No, she need
an
more than
adult?
10 years, man.
Yeah.
She need way more than 10
But
years.
where does an adult play chicken in a car with a 3-year-old?
How do you play the game of chicken? I've heard of
I
it
don't
before,
know, but if it involves a car and a 3-year-old,
and a child, yeah.
this don't sound like a game you should be playing.
And she has 3 children. She just happened to run over the 3-year-old. Man.
This is just ignorance.
Yeah,
That's all this is. This is just plain ignorance. There are certain people that don't need to be parents.
Yeah.
That don't need to have children.
Yeah. As a mother, this hurts my heart. I'm sure as a parent it hurts yours and all of the parents in our listening audience. This right here. I mean, whatever happened to simple games that we used to play with our kids, like peekaboo? That still works with small children. Yeah. A 3-year-old is good with that.
Somebody's right. So you going in reverse.
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't
you go forward and run over your child.
I don't understand this. I don't.
She's 26 years old, so you should have some good common sense at this point in life.
You would hope, yes, but I don't know.
You got 3 kids.
But you switch gears, though?
Yeah, and then run over. Oh, come on.
I'm not understanding at all.
No. You know what? I'm. What do y'all think? You think 10 years is enough?
No, that ain't enough.
No, it's not. The punishment doesn't fit this crime.
No.
But I'm sure how she feels inside is killing her. I'm sure as a mother.
I don't see that she would have any remorse. The fact that you out there playing this game in the first place makes no sense.
I would just hope as a mother who gave birth to this child, that this has snapped her back into reality,
Well,
the severity of this crime.
We from Houston.
Yeah,
I think the judge on this guy, I think the judge that did this should give her 25 to 30 years in the penitentiary. That's what I think. Wow. I'm sorry.
No, that makes sense.
I got kids,
years.
man. The
No.
last thing I want something to happen to my kids. I think about that every day. So the last thing I'm gonna do is be the person inflicting the pain on my child. That don't make sense.
Yeah, but you got to think about she has 2 other children. I'm sure they'll miss her mom. They're with relatives now, so it says she could face up to 10 years, which leads me to believe that this is what this kind of crime carries, the punishment that this crime carries. So. Yeah, it's just a sad situation.
I want it to be the whole 10. I don't want it to be like
back.
you do 5 and then you get out.
Yeah.
She do the whole 10.
Good behavior thing, right?
Yeah.
You don't want that.
No, do the whole 10.
Yeah, this is really bad.
What could possibly they been doing? Because you said she was in the car. She going in reverse.
Yeah.
What is that about?
Yeah, the surveillance video shows her backing up as her 3 children chased after it.
Okay, stop the car and see what the children want.
Yeah, then she switched gears and drove forward. Yeah, that's the thing. You saw the kids running after the car. So what are you switching gears for?
I just don't. You telling me ain't no drugs involved in this, man?
That's
That can't be nobody in their right frame of mind doing nothing like that.
Oh my
Police
God.
said she showed no signs of visible intoxication. None.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something ain't right.
Head spot on chain gang.
Yeah, this is really bad. It really is.
First position.
Yeah, it really is. All right, coming up next, we're going to lighten the mood a bit. The nephew's in the building. The prank, that's coming up at 43 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject: can you turn a garden tool into a husband? And I'm not talking about a rake. All right, but right now.
It ain't no shovel either. Go on, say what it is.
Tommy is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Nev?
Shirley, this one right here is called Condom Cleaners.
Oh, Lord, Tommy.
Condom.
Is this the one? Wait a minute.
Cleaners.
This the one. This ain't what I think it is.
Oh, it's what you think it is.
Oh, man.
I'm about to send you into something. This right here is Condom Cleaners.
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Tamika.
This is she.
How you doing? I'm Brad from Quality Cleaners. I'm the manager over here. Listen, did you bring some clothes in this morning?
No, I didn't bring anything into you this morning.
Okay. Well, listen, we got an order that was dropped off this morning here. It's a couple suits, some business shirts, and a few other things. But there's actually been some articles actually left in the clothing. So we want to.
My husband probably brought that down.
Okay.
You said he dropped it off this morning?
It was dropped off like around 7 this morning. But it's like about $100 cash in the pocket. There's a couple business cards. There's a cuff link here. I looked all over. There's only one cuff link, and then there's 2 condoms in here. So I wanted to see if you guys wanted me to put this in a plastic bag or something and have it for you.
Can you repeat what was left in there again?
Well, like I said, we got it's like right at $100, maybe $105 of cash. There's a business card from an insurance company. There's another business card for what is this? This is
what else was left?
Right. I'm trying to tell you about all the business cards.
I'm not interested in the business card because you said something else.
Okay, no, there's a cuff link that we can't find the other cuff link. If it's here, we're looking all over the bag to see if we can find it, but we don't see that either.
What else is in his pocket?
Like I said, you got $100 in here. There's some.
No. You had said something to me. Now I need you to say.
There's business cards. There's an insurance card.
Business cards. You said something else.
A cuff link, ma'am. There's a cuff link in here that we can.
The cuff link.
I don't know
you said something else.
Oh, okay. Well, there's 2 condoms in here. Hello?
What did you say?
Like I said, there's $100 in here. There's
some
business.
Did you say there was some condoms in there?
There's 2. There's 2 extra large condoms in here. Hello?
So, I'm here. I'm just trying to digest all the stuff that you had just said that was in my husband's pocket. Now, are you sure that this is my husband, Chris?
Well, it has. Maybe you know the items, ma'am. There's a gray suit. There's also a solid blue suit. That
sounds familiar, but I'm not understanding what you just trying to tell me. That was some condoms.
The phone number that I called, the number that's attached to this actual order. So, this is the number we have on file. Is this his number or your home number or was your cell? What number is this?
This is our house number.
Okay.
I just don't believe, what you're telling me because we just celebrated our anniversary last week, and this is. What's wrong, man? What's wrong? Well, first of all, we married and we never used condoms. And then you up there calling me talking about he got condoms left in his suit coat pocket. I'm not understanding.
Okay.
Oh, I know he ain't cheating on me.
Well, not necessarily. They could have been there.
Well, why he would have condoms in his pocket? That just don't make any damn sense. If we marry and we don't use condoms, then why the would he have condoms in his pocket?
I don't know, man. You'd have to talk to Chris about that one. I guess my main reason is that you want me to.
Well, wait a minute. I wanted to know, did you clean anything yet? Did you clean the suit?
No, we haven't cleaned it. I just started sorting stuff, and I don't want
you to clean a thing. And all those articles that you said, I want you to put it. I want you to put everything, including them damn condoms. I want you to put it in the bag. I want you to put it in the bag. Don't clean nothing, because I'm going to come up there and I'm going to pick everything up.
Okay, I'll be here all day. Like I said, my name is Brad, and I'll be here if you want me to put them to the side. I won't clean them. I'll just put them to the side, and I'll leave them in the same laundry bag he had when he dropped them off.
I'm Chris up. I don't believe this. I done gave this all my good years of my life, and he going to turn around and cheat on me? You make sure you don't clean up thing, because I'm going to CSI all that my damn self. You put all that in the bag, I'm going to call my job and let them know I'm not coming in today.
Ma'am, slow down. I don't want you to get too hysterical. You're getting a little irate. Are you okay?
I'm going to be all right. I am going to be all right. When I get up there, Chris is going to get up. all I got to say. You make sure you have all that stuff not clean. I don't want you to clean it. I want you to put all that other that you said that you found in his pocket. You put all that in the bag. Because Chris is, I don't know who the he think he's with.
Okay, Miss Tamika, would you like for me to call Chris?
I don't want you. No. Look, Bobby, I don't want you to call Chris.
Man, wait a minute. Wait. My name's Brad. I'm Brad.
I don't give a damn what your name is, sir. I really don't. Okay? Because Chris is going to get up. You just put everything in the bag, sir, like I had asked you to. I am on my way down there, and Chris, no, this ain't going down this way. We just renewed our vows. And matter of fact, them condoms come in threes, and you up there talking about there's two left? What the I'm not understanding. I know how to do my math, okay? Chris is going to get when he get home tonight.
Here's something else in the pocket, too. There's a note in here.
A note? What does it say?
Okay, man, I you know what? This has gotten way out of hand. I don't want to.
And you need to quit telling me every that's in the pocket. Would you read that to me? Matter of fact, I want that in the bag, too. Okay. The more evidence I have, the better off it's going to be for me. Because I'm going to kiss up. What did the note say?
The note says, this is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your husband, Chris, got me to prank phone call you.
What the Oh, my God. Chris was going to die tonight. We was going to have a barbecue in his honor. Do you hear me, Tommy? Do you hear me? Oh, my God, Chris. I don't believe this is to me on radio. Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Tommy.
Hey, baby, let me ask you this. What's the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby. Steve Harvey Morning Show.
How y'all feeling about that? Did I go too far?
Man.
How are you? Tommy, did you hear her
Boy.
breath change, though?
I'm talking about just about fainted right there. didn't you?
Man.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
What did you say?
What did you say?
Oh, I was feeling her every step of the way, man.
No condoms coming back at 3.
Yeah.
You know, I'm only stupid when I'm pranking. Okay. I'm
I
actually an
beg to
intelligent
differ.
person.
I beg to differ. Objection. Objection.
Let me tell you what you can catch me. This is where you can catch me being intelligent, okay? Ready to Love. I am in production.
Oh, yeah.
We have started season 2, so y'all get ready. I'm going to give you the play-by-play, but right now, the nephew is in production. Get ready. Season 2 is on the way. Ready to Love on the OWN network, only on OWN. You don't want to miss it. Got a brand new cast of 20 people, and your host will be there, the one and only Thomas Miles. So don't miss out. Ready to Love, coming this fall.
I can't wait. I love that show. You're really good in it, Tommy.
Thank you.
Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is my strawberry letter for today's subject. Can you turn a garden tool into a husband? Okay? That is the subject, and we'll delve into that, the three of us, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are back on the 10th anniversary of the death of the one and only Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson died 10 years ago today in Los Angeles of cardiac arrest. And we are talking about him. We are remembering him. His fans are remembering him on this day. And it's time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM. And just click Submit Strawberry Letter, okay? You guys ready? We could be reading your letter live on the air. This is the letter. Hear that? We're reading this one today.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
All right, thank you, nephew. Steve's out today, so it'll be me, Junior, and then the nephew. Oh, Lord.
Yay. Let's go.
Let us pray. All right, can you turn a hoe into a husband? That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Okay. That's what it says. That's what it says.
Wow. All right, dear Steve. I don't like saying that.
What's wrong?
I don't like saying that.
That's what they wrote on the letter.
You didn't say it, Shirley. It's right there in the subject.
But
yeah,
I repeated it.
Okay, well, say it one more time because a lot of people didn't hear you.
All right. Can you turn a garden tool into a husband?
That's not what they say.
I like that much better. Here we go. Dear Steve and Shirley, I am a 33-year-old woman, and I had a one-night stand with a 29-year-old very sexy Brazilian guy. He gave me the best sex of my life, and I never expected to hear from him again. But he called me a few days after we hooked up, and now we've been dating for 9 months. Not long after we started dating, whenever we went out to our favorite club together, I would notice that a lot of older women approached him and they would often ask him to dance or send him a drink over to our table. This made me very uncomfortable at first, but he told me that he used to be a trainer and they were all members of the gym. That being said, I know I should always trust my intuition because it turns out he was lying. He had come clean eventually because he had to come clean because his phone was ringing day and night and I couldn't take it. He told me that he used to be a male escort for single, rich, older women and he made a very good living doing it. He was on some kind of dating app and he admitted that he had sex with most of the women that he dealt with, which was close to 100 women over the course of 3 years. He says he hated it, but it was great money. He says that's in the past, and he wants to move toward me. I'm having trouble seeing a future with a man that's had that many women and is so recognizable when we're out together. He said I should be glad that he had so much sexual practice since I love the way he pleases me, and I do love it, but is he husband material? I don't know if I should let this man go or try to take it to the next level with him. What do you think? Can you turn a garden tool into a husband? Well, aren't you the one who's calling the kettle black here? Okay, you're judging him, but you started off the letter with you had a one-night stand with a very sexy Brazilian guy? Okay, so the problem isn't that the one-night stand. The problem is he has so many women. That's the issue? You think he's a garden tool. That's what you're saying. But what is he to think of you when you had a one-night stand with him? Okay? And you know what? It really is all about what you can deal with, okay? And you've been dealing with him for 9 months. You have. I mean, you say you love the way you didn't say you loved him. You said you love the way he loves you, and you're considering him being a husband or marriage. Have you guys talked about marriage? Has he talked about that with you? Because usually that's a conversation you have together. It's also about, does his actions match his words? Does he do what he says he's going to do? If his actions don't match his words, then let the loser go. If he's changed and his actions do match his words, well, it'll take time. But, if you do love him or fall in love with him and you love the way he pleases you and all of that, hey, you can give him a chance. You had a one-night stand with him. So, again, who are you to judge? People can change, and we say this all the time on this show. They will definitely change for the right person. The question now becomes, are you the right person for him, and is he the right person for you? You guys have been together for 9 years. Surely you know a little bit about each other. You've gone through your 90-day probation period and all of that. So, if you guys are growing closer together, discuss these things. If he's changed, he just might be husband material. All right? So, and no more one-night stands. Junior?
You know what, Shirley? I'm going to actually agree with Shirley up to a point. But the problem I think she's having, she don't understand, Tommy. And I think that you can understand better than Shirley would.
Come on.
We're on the same level. She's dealing with a sexual celebrity and can't handle it.
Come on.
I like that. What is it?
He a sexual celebrity. You can't handle it. See, the problem is you is caught up in the 100 women that keep coming up to him and saying, oh, my God, let me send you a drink. Now, you benefiting from the process, too. Because if you at the table, they sending you a drink and him a drink. What is you complaining for? It's 100 women over 3 years. That's not a lot. That's 33 a year. Hey, that's not a real high number. 33 a year. That's what he doing. He a sexual celebrity. You can't be mad. It's like you out with a celebrity. If somebody comes say hi, you can't get mad because I'm famous for something.
He a naked celebrity.
He a naked celebrity. No, man, you talk about 100 women. That's nothing compared to Will Chamberlain.
Oh,
Come on.
That ain't nothing to Hugh Hefner. That is nothing to Superfly. The Mac, that is nobody. It's just 100.
Keep going.
Get out the way of yourself.
Get out of here.
Take him and go. You won.
Yes.
You the woman sitting at the table.
Hello.
Now the sexual celebrity chose you can't handle it. Now he finna give it somebody else. I hate to say it. Because you complaining too much. Now you been with him 9 months. He told you, okay, cool. This is what it is. I want you.
Yes.
You are this. This is it. So let's quit tripping.
All right, listen. We'll have part 2 of the Strawberry Letter coming up at 23 after the hour. Subject, can you turn a garden tool into a husband? We'll get part 2 right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, can you turn a garden tool into a husband? This 33-year-old woman wrote in. She had a one-night stand with a 29-year-old, very sexy Brazilian guy. She said he gave her the best sex of her life, and she never expected to hear from him again. But he did call her a few days later after they hooked up, and now they've been dating. They're in a relationship. They've been dating for 9 months. All right, so after they started dating, she said a lot of older women would approach him, often ask him to dance or send him a drink to the table, things like that. And she said it was uncomfortable for her at first, but he told her that he used to be a trainer. So, you know, she's a little upset, I suppose, that he lied to her. He used to be a trainer, and they were all members of the gym, okay? The gym. You guys have to use that one. But anyway, she said that she should always trust her intuition, and it turns out he was lying. He had come clean eventually. And see, that's another thing. This man came clean. He told you the truth. He said he used to be an escort, and he escorted older, rich women. That's what he did for a living. He said he didn't like it. Now, that part I don't believe. But he said he made a
very different from rich, old, broke women.
Yeah, he made a very good living at it. So, you know, you're upset because all these women seem to be after him, but he's only with you. He's with you, okay? And how did he meet you? I keep bringing that up. All right, nephew, let's go. She wants to know, can you turn, she's calling him a garden tool. Can you turn him into a husband? Is he husband material?
I cannot stand it when people don't see that they have hit the lotto. That bothers me. When there is a jackpot, let me tell you something. When the world gives you lemons, make lemonade and sell it and make a profit. Listen, the world gave you a sexy escort. Let's get this money. Yes.
Wait, what?
Let's get this money, Shirley. We ain't got time for you to be in love with this man. Pimping ain't easy, but it's necessary, Shirley.
So you want him to go back on the job?
Why would we take him off the job?
Because he's in a relationship, you idiot.
Let's quit worrying about relationship. Let's get this money.
Yeah.
Turn a garden tool into a better garden tool. Stop looking for your husband right now. Let's get this paper, baby girl. You know the rules, pretty Tony.
Come on.
Your girl chose me. Now we can settle this like we got some class and we can go outside and get into some gangster stuff. Let's get this paper.
Don't you quote, wait. Don't you quote one of my favorite movies of all time, The Mac, okay?
I had to.
Right.
You know the rules, pretty Tony.
Yes.
Your girl chose me. Now listen, this is what I want you to do, baby. You already know where all the rich ladies hang out at. They at the country clubs. They at the spas. They at the upscale malls. Let's drop this boy off, this Brazilian boy, and let's get this money. Okay?
That's it, Tommy. That's it, though.
She's 33, Tommy.
That
biological
does
clock.
Not mean nothing.
Okay.
Shirley, when the world gives you lemons, grab tequila and salt. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Get this money.
Get this paper.
He wants to settle down, and apparently so does he.
Hey,
9 months he's been together.
Once again, Shirley, we got to go back to one night stand.
I know. She did have a one night stand with him.
Okay, then.
But that was 9 months ago. They're in a relationship now.
Ooh, Shirley, you want to be.
Let's skip
be
this
so
love
righteous.
and let's start a business.
I can't stand nobody want to be that righteous. Ooh, you can't see
it.
Me and Tommy is right there. Me and Tommy is there together. Drop this boy off at these country clubs. At these weddings. Get this money. All these events that old people go to. Nursing homes.
And
he
guess what,
ain't
Junior?
got to sleep with all them rubbed shoulders. Besides
You know what else, Junior? He knows some more pretty Brazilian boys. He got some more friends.
Boy, does this sound like a company?
Get him on the payroll.
Does this sound like Brazilians are us?
You guys are entrepreneurs.
Man.
I told you before about Uber booty, Shirley. You didn't believe me. What did I tell you?
Here it is.
This is it. This is a gold mine. When the world gives you lemons, make your lemonade. I'm sorry.
And he got the right
She's
clientele.
thinking of a family now, okay?
It's not time for that right now. It's not your time.
I didn't hear her put that in the letter.
That's what that means. Is he husband material, Junior?
I don't hear
what
family.
That means.
That means if he just qualified to marry you. I don't hear family.
Well, when you get married, the progression usually is to have children.
You're not going to stop us making this money, Shirley. We're not going to let you. We're
That's
going
why
to right over
she's
here.
asking, because her clock is ticking, all of that. Okay?
Shirley, why do you not see the blessing?
I'm trying to tell you, she's looking right over it.
I see stupid. That's what I do see.
No, the blessing is the profit, Shirley. You don't see all this money we talking about up in here?
This is a company
yes.
that is profitable.
Ooh, pimping ain't easy, I tell you.
Brazilian boys are us. What are we talking about?
That's us. And you know what we do.
We country clubbing.
Oh
we
my
hitting the
God.
spas. We hitting the upscale malls.
No.
We rocking, baby. We look up a year later, we 6 figures deep strong. What are we talking about?
Everybody got a house. Everybody got a car.
But okay.
And you gonna let love get in the way of
Yes, I am. And what does he do for a living? And he's got to come home to me every night.
Shirley, it is tough sleeping with people who have wrinkles all the time. It is tough to do that. This man making a sacrifice. It is tough giving somebody some medication before we lay down. That is hard work.
He just said older. He didn't say old.
Hey.
He didn't.
Hey, rich
All right, we
older
gotta
women.
go. I'm sick of you guys.
You know the rules, pretty Tony.
All right, leave your comments on today's letter on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up in 10 minutes, we'll review some headlines and some trending topics. Keep it right here. Don't go anywhere right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, you guys missed it this Saturday in L.A., okay? The BET experience was not the only thing going on, okay?
That's all we heard about between that and T.I.'s, what happened?
Jay Bling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gucci, wearing them Gucci's, got that ass whooped. Go ahead.
All right, see, you guys don't understand. This happened worldwide, okay? So
worldwide, let's go.
It's bigger than that, okay? It was Worldwide Naked Bike Riding Day.
How the hell we missed that?
What?
How we missed that?
For the BET Award?
How we missed that? So we could have rolled up into BET Sunday naked? That's what you telling me? Huh?
They
Come on, sir.
They mark off a designated area. They have police escorts, all of this.
So naked people with police escorts?
Yes.
And are the
On
police
bikes.
naked?
Where?
Too?
No, the police aren't naked. Come on
Okay.
now. The police are naked. But did I say anywhere in that opening that it was good
You said
body?
worldwide.
Did I say worldwide good body naked bike riding day? I didn't say that, did I?
No, you didn't, Shirley.
Okay.
No,
All right.
you didn't.
All right. Well, use your imagination because
Okay.
it was not a pretty sight. But I will give the people props because they were saying that they were very proud of their bodies. They weren't ashamed of their bodies. That's what they
I'd
were
have
saying.
done it if I'd have known.
Well, they do it annually, Tommy. It's an annual event. It's sponsored by the Worldwide Naked Bike Ride Association. They want to promote renewable.
How do we join this? How do we become a member?
Go online, Worldwide Naked Bike Ride Association.
We ride next year, yeah?
That would be the two of you.
No, that would be the three of us.
I want no naked parts of this, no.
You can't ride naked with us?
This is what they wanted to promote, though. Renewable energy sources and bicycle safety. What that has to do with
being naked. We could have did that clothes on.
with nudity, I have no idea. But, yeah. The group says it gets people's attention, and that it certainly does. The theme is Ride as Bare as You Dare, and clothing is most definitely optional. And yes, it is illegal.
See?
So Tommy, we know on the show you're the most comfortable one. And I
Naked.
think Jay too. Yeah. being
Shirley,
naked.
I will come out my house next year, this time, with a helmet and some shoes on, ready to ride naked. Now I'm gonna have a little belt on me, have my little water on each side. You know what I'm saying? In case I get hot and tired. But I'm coming out naked and ready to ride with the rest of the crew because this means something. I'm standing for something. Okay.
Ow.
Ride naked with Tommy next year.
Okay. All right. Coming up at the top of the hour, Mary J. Blige is trending for doing her own tribute during the BET Awards. I said it yesterday. I say it again. She was great.
Oh.
I loved it. We're going to talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, listen to this, guys. Normally when BET does award shows, they'll have people do tributes for them, you know, and then at the end, and they'll sing some of their own songs. That's usually how it's done by the honoree. Well, forget about that because Sunday night, it was all about the queen of hip-hop and R&B, one and only Miss Mary J. Blige. So who better to do a tribute to Mary than Mary, okay?
Come on.
I don't see nobody else who gonna do that.
Oh, better than
Sing
okay.
and dance the
Yes.
whole time?
That's a bad girl,
I
man.
love when she dances. Go, Mary. I love it. I love it. So she referred.
Hey, did her butt cheek fall out while she was dancing?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, her cheeks were exposed. She had on some really, really short shorts, though. She had on some booty cutters.
Yeah.
She did.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
She looked good, though.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
that come out.
Yeah.
That's gonna come out like that. So
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
meant to be.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
for me, it was nice. I'm just asking, was that
You
Oh,
married
yeah.
too.
okay?
Just
Yeah,
want you to remember
please.
that part.
Thank
too.
you, Junior. Yeah. And I loved her speech. I really loved Mary's speech.
That was
Hers-
that 411 booty right there. That was that 411 booty right there.
Up, stupid.
Huh?
In her speech, hers was one of the ones I loved besides Tyler Perry's at the BET Awards because Mary, she received the Lifetime Achievement Award given to her by, oh God, Rihanna. I love me
It
some
was
Rihanna
oh my
too.
God.
Rocking her Fenty line. Did you
Yeah,
see
I
that?
saw that.
Yes.
Some more booty.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Booty giving it off to Booty. The BET Awards know what they doing. Boy, Booty hands it off to Booty.
But I love this. When Mary received her award, in her acceptance speech, she said this. She referred to herself, I loved it, as a leader, as a queen, and as a living legend. And who could disagree with that? Who can disagree with that?
Nobody finna disagree with that.
All right.
I'm not gonna,
truth,
man.
And then she took the mic and proved it, baby. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, grabbed the mic and gave it to him.
And then dropped that 411 right up in there.
And then right when she was dancing, she hit that left step and a booty cheek fell out.
Boom.
I was like, look at that.
Stop.
Oh my
That's it right
God.
there.
Mary do care about because when Mary going through something, we all go through something. And I was
Mary,
going through it.
When you go on tour next time, if you need a booty boy, I'm here.
Man.
I mean, I love her. The thigh-high boots and doing her
Yeah.
dance, and
Yeah.
everybody
Love it.
in the audience, go Mary.
Yeah.
Go.
Mary.
Yeah,
And
that was the moment for me. That
Oh.
was really, I loved it. I just absolutely loved it.
I get it.
Hey, Shirley Jr.
Uh-huh.
I had the privilege, Jackie and I had the privilege of going to a Tyler Perry party in Los Angeles. This was some years back.
Oh yeah.
You know, oh my God! And Tyler comes out and you know welcomes everybody to the party and everything. I'm just blown away because we at Tyler's house. This is the bomb.
Oh yeah.
And then Tyler said, you know what? I promised y'all I was gonna have some type of entertainment, so I tried to put a little something together. Out from behind this curtain comes Mary J.
Oh,
Blige.
yeah.
Oh my God! And rocked this party for an hour. I said, now that's how you throw a party.
Yes.
Mary J. Blige, baby, boots on and all. Let's get it.
She's phenomenal. Also, we do want to we want to acknowledge Nipsey Hussle's family for accepting his humanitarian award at the BET Awards on Sunday. He was honored posthumously for his work as a community activist and entrepreneur in his Crenshaw community in LA. His mother, Angelique Smith, talked about learning of Nipsey's death and the spirituality of it all. She's a very, very spiritual and deep woman. While his father thanked BET, Nipsey's dad said, I wish my son could be here. Thank you, BET. He wanted to be here so badly, and last year he made it to perform here, and we were so happy for him, and he recognized him, and we appreciate that. Marsha Ambrosius, rapper YG, DJ Khaled, and John Legend, of course, performed a musical tribute to Nipsey Hussle. Yeah.
And his grandmother spoke too.
Yeah, she spoke beautifully. She did.
I'd like to see a story on this guy. You know,
I can see it being a movie.
I would think it would be in the works.
I can see this being a movie.
It's definitely worth making. It's definitely worth making.
Yeah. Coming up, more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so guys, if you think Drake was the only one that was happy about the Toronto Raptors winning the championship, the NBA title, well, think again, because Drake's daddy was overjoyed, all because he had $100,000 riding on the Raptors.
Wow.
I'll say it again.
Go ahead, Pop.
Now, talk about betting.
Come on,
he
Dennis.
had $100,000 on the Raptors, okay? Drake's dad's name, of course, is Dennis Graham, and he was spotted in Hollywood by TMZ. This was a few days after the championship. And he said Dennis had two ladies on each arm, and he told the paparazzi, I am the happiest guy in the world. I bet $100,000 on the game, and I won $300,000.
You're supposed to have two ladies on your arm. You're supposed to.
Wait. I'm not finished. There is more. All right. Drake's dad, Dennis, also had some advice for the championship team. He advised the Raptors to skip going to the White House to meet Donald Trump and instead go meet the Canadian Prime Minister. All right, Justin Trudeau. He said Justin Trudeau is a much classier guy than that idiot Donald Trump.
Man,
I love me some Dennis. I don't even know Dennis, but I like Dennis.
Go ahead, Dennis.
He dresses. Oh boy, does he dress?
Oh,
yeah.
Does he?
Two girls in his arm too.
Yeah, and neither one of them were Tiffany Haddish because you know he's in love with Tiffany Haddish.
Oh yeah,
that is his dream girl.
She ready?
Yeah, that's his dream girl. All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
Call me D.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, so this is trending. Sunday night at the BET Awards. Great award Sunday night, by the way. Yeah, Regina Hall did her thing. But let me tell you this. Miss Beautiful, outstanding Taraji P. Henson presented Tyler Perry with the Ultimate Icon Award, and it was so fitting for him. In his acceptance speech, he spoke about self-sufficiency and ownership. And here's what he had to say about the piece of land where his massive Tyler Perry studios are located in Atlanta.
That studio was once a Confederate Army base, and I want you to hear this, which meant that there was Confederate soldiers on that base plotting and planning on how to keep 3.9 million Negroes enslaved. Now that land is owned by one Negro.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Owned by one Negro.
Yes.
And Shirley Jr., let me tell y'all something. I have been on that land.
Me too.
I've been there, man.
I was fortunate enough to be in the show Boo, which is the Halloween film that he had. And, man, to see all this property, I had no idea the history of it. But let me tell you something. Tyler has a incredible piece of property and is doing everything for film and television. Tyler is just remarkable, man.
Yes,
when you watch Tyler at work, and we see the finished product, but when you actually get to see Tyler at work, and I mean go in this trailer, put on this actual character, come out, do it, go back in there, put another one on, come back out, stand in this place that was next to the other character, and you're like, oh my God. And he goes back and forth 3-4 times. And then at the end of it, he's like, wow, I just saw him do 4 people standing in the same circle, talking to each other, talking to himself.
Tommy.
At one time.
That's why he won the Ultimate Icon Award last night.
And he deserves it.
Yes, he does.
He deserves it.
Yes, he does. And his speech was powerful. He's still encouraging people, edifying them, uplifting them, loving them, and employing them. Yeah. You know, I loved what people like Cicely Tyson and people like that were talking about, how he gives black women work in this industry where they may not have gotten it before, especially if you're older and, people may have forgotten about you. He was like, we haven't forgotten you.
Right.
We haven't forgotten you.
We still know exactly who you are, and you're still relevant today.
Right. He talked about creating his own seat at the table, which essentially is how he's able to give our black actors roles in hit movies. Check out what Tyler said. Check this out.
While everybody was fighting for a seat at the table, talking about Oscar so white, I said, y'all go ahead and do that. But while you fighting for a seat at the table, I'll be down in Atlanta building my own. Because what I know for sure is that if I could just build this table, God would prepare it for me in the presence of my enemies.
You better preach, Tyler Perry.
Yes, sir, TP. Yes, sir.
That was biblical right there. All right, when we come back, we'll have our last break of the day. And Steve's not here today. Steve left us with some closing remarks. We'll hear those right after this at 49 after.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, last break of the day. Please leave us with some closing remarks.
Well, I got something to end your day, to start your day. This is to help you make ready for your blessings. Now, what I'm going to give you is going to be hard for most people to do. I already know that. It was difficult for me to do. But a very, very wealthy person taught this to me. And I didn't think much of it until I did it. And boy, oh boy, did it help make room for what God had for me. Not only that, it freed me up. And I'll tell you what this very, very successful person told me. If I told you his name, you probably wouldn't know him. He's not famous. He's just extremely wealthy. And when I tell you extremely wealthy, I mean it. But he taught this to me. He said, in your journey, if you want to really clear the slate, get a fresh start, and prepare yourself to receive what all God has for you, you have to take inventory of the people in your life. And when you take this inventory, you are going to have to act as though you are a gardener. You are a gardener with a grove. And your grove is your life, the things you want to bear fruit from God, your trees. You want apples this season. You want lemons. You want grapefruits. You want peaches. You want pears, plums. You've got to take care of your orchard. In order to take care of your orchard, I notice you've all noticed that from time to time, you see the gardeners outside pruning trees. They cutting them back. They clipping dead ends off. You know why? Because that maximizes the growth of the good in the tree. If you take the dead, unnecessary branches off, the withering ends, it allows for the tree to bear more fruit. So, Steve, how do you take inventory of people? This is what he taught me. He said, you have three kinds of people in your life. He said, you have people who approach you with nothing but bad news. All of us know them. Everybody has somebody that walks up to them, and every time they start talking, something wrong. Or every time they give you a phone call, they bring you bad news. And the bad news don't just be about them. They bring you bad news about you. Did you hear that they were saying about you down here? And you just go, man. Have you ever had a person that every time they came up to you, you just felt dark because they just brought bad news? Those people that you have in your life, you don't need them. I want you to go through your phone contacts, and everybody that is no good, that never moves your life forward, doesn't give you any helpful advice, doesn't help you, aid you in any way, has nothing but bad news and wants something for you, one-sided friendships, I want you to put a dot next to that contact's name, a black dot. The next person you have in your life are called sometimey people. They the 50-50s in your life. They cool over here as long as you're doing this, but they not cool over here. You can take them here, but you can't take them there. You can discuss this, but you can't bring up that. You can lead them that way, but you can't show them the other way. Sometimes they cool with you about stuff, sometimes they ain't. Those are called sometimey people, or what we gonna call 50-50 people. Everybody got them in their life. When you have a 50-50 person, what I want you to do is put an asterisk by their name. That contact, put an asterisk. Remember, all the bad news people that's always bringing you bad news and darkness, a black dot next to their name. The next person is the 50-50 person. They sometimes, they cool here, they ain't cool there. Put an asterisk by their name. The last person that you know are people who are very supportive of you, people who are willing to pray for you, people who always try to be uplifting, people who, when they got news for you, they try to make it of the positive nature, a person who comes to your aid and your rescue, a person that picks up the phone just to see how you doing, and you bet not mention that something's wrong, because here they come. It's people in your life, man, that you don't even have to talk when you're around them. You could just sit and be still, and y'all just cool like that. Everybody got that ride or die. That I don't care what you tell them. They don't pass judgment, they just your friends. Well, when you have that person, and I'm gonna be real honest with you, it ain't a whole lot of them. I want you to put a check by their name. So you got a black dot next to the dark people who bring you nothing but bad news, negativity, something wrong every time. You got an asterisk by the name of the people who are 50-50, sometimey people, and you got a check by the people that's always supportive, prayerful, bring you good news. Now, here's what you do. I want you to take everybody with a black dot next to their name and everybody with an asterisk next to their name, and I want you to block them as your contact. Block them out your phone and block them from your email. If they family, block them from your phone and block them from your email. All I want you to have is people who have your phone number that have a check by your name. You're going to lose a lot of people, but guess what? You're going to gain a lot of ground. You don't have no idea how much time you waste with people in your life who are 50-50 and always got bad news. If you eliminate them, you've cleaned house, your inventory is clean, you now have cleared room to receive the blessings God have for you in this year. I dare you to try it. It works. It sounds cruel. It sounds like it's hurtful, but man, if you want to win, you got to do it. Those are my closing remarks.
Drop it, baby.
I'm talking about that's it right there.
Ain't no sense of me having no phone. No.
Block it.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm going to tell you something, man.
We got to go.
That's a very real thing. Y'all have a great weekend.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.